AITA for refusing therapy with my whole family and ignoring my parents begging to try? I'm 16M, a glass child. My sister, 15F, was born with chronic health problems and a physical disability. Her life hasn't been easy and she's pretty often in pain and limited in what she can and can't do. It meant our parents were always making special time for her and doing what they could to let her enjoy being a kid. It also meant my parents weren't really my parents. They would take her places and leave me behind at home or with someone else in the family. I never got that same time with them. They even missed 2 of my birthdays completely because they had focused so much on bringing my sister to concerts she wanted to go to that they forgot my birthday and didn't even get me something small like a $5 gift card, which they did a few times when their money was more focused on my sister. I spent most of my time with my paternal grandparents when I was younger. But Grandma died 3 years ago and Grandpa lives in a nursing home in another city, so I don't have them anymore, and that made it more difficult. COVID was also super lonely because I felt lonely and like my parents and sister were a family and I was the intruding roommate. My sister actually had a temper tantrum in April of 2020 and broke some of my gaming stuff, and not only was it never acknowledged at all, but it wasn't replaced either. They only focused on the fact my sister was so upset that she did it. A few months ago I decided I needed to talk to my parents to see if it could get better. They decided we needed therapy together. In therapy it was recommended we spend more time together like they do with my sister. So we did that once a week. They still spent the rest of the week focused on my sister. It only just started when my sister got so jealous and had a meltdown over them focusing on me, and she accused our parents of preferring me to her. My parents asked me then if I could be understanding and give more time before we focus on us because my sister really needed them and couldn't deal with sharing them at that point. I was so mad and hurt, but I also felt so done. So I told my parents not to bother because their only child clearly needs them and I'll be out of their hair as soon as I can be. They went back to my sister being their only focus and I stopped caring. This made them suggest all 4 of us to go to therapy, but with someone new since the old place we went to would not be happy with them ignoring the advice. They told me it's all that will work now. I said no. They told me this is how we work on things all together and fix things. I told them it was too late. That I didn't have them being my parents for 15 years and I'm expected to be okay with that until my sister feels okay about sharing. I told them they made the choice of whose feelings mattered more, and just like always they put her first, so I was done and I didn't want to fix it. They have begged me a few times since and they told me they're willing to work on it, so I need to be reasonable. AITA?